Good afternoon and welcome, parents, staff, distinguished guests on our stage, and most of all, the amazing class of 2022. I am Shawn Green Beebe, the proud principal of the Jean L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies. It is indeed an honor to serve as principal of one of the district's finest institutions. Thank you to Mrs. Hofer and the GLK UAIS band for your awesome contributions this afternoon. I can't tell you how great it is to see all of you here today. We have come a long way together, and we are thrilled to be here this afternoon to honor our Phoenix graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem performed by GLK UAIS senior, Ms. Rose Bednar.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Rose, for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. You may all be seated. Today, we come together as a community to celebrate success. We honor this unique class of 2022 for their resilience and their remarkable accomplishments. Before we get started, I would like to acknowledge some distinguished guests on our stage. Joining us today, to my right, our Board of Education President, Dr. Mary Thomas. Vice President, Mrs. Danil Nasovsky. Treasurer, Mrs. Michelle Templeton. Secretary, Mrs. Kelly Rankin. And trustees, Mrs. Kimberly Becker and Dr. Stephen Meyer. Thank you so much for your leadership to our students. And to our left, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert Monroe. Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Mr. Mark Dajak. Assistant Superintendent for Auxiliary Services, Mr. John Graham. Assistant Superintendent for Business and Finance, Mr. William Holbrook. Our Chief of Staff, Dr. Michael Bender. And of course, our UAIS leadership team, Mr. Kenneth Vokes, Assistant Principal, Mr. Justin Spear, CAS Coordinator, Mr. Christopher Layson, IB Diploma Program Coordinator. Mrs. Amy Jo Yoakum, Extended Essay Coordinator. And other members of our UAIS staff, Mr. Brian Battaglia, Mr. Chris Coleman, and Counselor Mrs. Emily Device. We welcome them and we thank each of them for their dedication and service to our students. Today is the day we have all been waiting for, commencement. Approximately 2,340 days ago, school days that is, these 83 scholars started their educational journeys. That's 180 school days for 13 years, kindergarten through 12th grade, to reach the finale, which is ultimately the beginning. Now, of course, I wasn't there to witness their inaugural year in kindergarten, but I'm sure every parent and grandparent, perhaps in the room, can recall their entrance into kindergarten very fondly. Chances are they were cute and curious, inquisitive and interested. Eyes were wide with wonder. Perhaps you knew way back then that your son, daughter, or grandchild would be named among the top scholars in the entire county. Or perhaps you were concerned about their ability to make it through a full school day without you. Well, let me tell you, 2,340 school days later, we see the results. They made it. Not only did they survive kindergarten, they survived every transition in between, elementary to junior high to high school, in-person to virtual, virtual to hybrid, and hybrid to full in-person again. They survived every trial, every test, and yes, they even survived a month of IB diploma exams. These fine young men and women have inquiring minds. They have developed into knowledgeable risk takers who are balanced, reflective, and open-minded. They have learned to challenge and question ideas, never accepting the status quo when a new path can bring about positive change or new perspectives. Our graduating class of the Jean L. Klida UAIS is made up of a group of great communicators who have mastered the art of debate. They are scientists who hypothesize and conduct labs over and over and over again until they reach a conclusive result. Seated before you today are students who are caring and principled, young people who have learned to be as concerned about others as they are themselves, who will stand up for an important cause and initiatives, oftentimes leading the charge. It is not by accident that these 83 scholars have spent the last 4 years at the most challenging high school in the state of Michigan. It is not by happenstance that they have earned a cumulative GPA of 4.10. Collectively, they have invested countless hours into their studies. They have pulled all-nighters. They have come to school early. They have stayed late. They have persevered and consistently set high standards and various goals for themselves, and they have achieved them. Please, a round of applause for this graduating class of GLK UAIS. The class of 2022 is the 11th graduating class of the Utica Academy for International Studies. This year's graduating class is comprised of scholars who have collectively completed more than 12,000 hours of CAS requirements, have done extensive research, and written more than 332,000 words for their extended essays. This graduating class has left its mark at UAIS forever. We know that the pandemic has taught us many things, has forced us to be innovative, and even revealed our shortcomings. We have learned that we are more resilient than we ever knew. We won't let anything prevent or stop our progress. We are a resilient and promising group. As you continue your education and life's journey, Keep the same energy and enthusiasm you carried into every winter and summer Olympics. Keep the zeal you have for making change and helping others and giving back to your community. You are the class of 2022. The sky's the limit for you. Seize every opportunity and enjoy every victory. We are all excited to see what's next for you. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage the first of two student commencement speakers. Please welcome valedictorian and full diploma, IB diploma candidate, Ava Parsons. Ava will be attending Michigan State University in the fall. Ladies and gentlemen, our first commencement speaker, valedictorian, Ava Parsons.
Mr. Monroe, members of the board, administrators, teachers, parents, and of course, my fellow students. Thank you for allowing me the honor of giving this commencement address. First, I want to thank the school board, superintendent, faculty, and staff for all the support you have given to our entire graduating class. We would not have the strong foundation upon which we stand without your help and guidance. When we first come into this world, our biggest fear is detaching ourselves from our mothers. 5 years later, it's the daunting doors of our first day of kindergarten. In middle school, our biggest fear is what everyone else seems to think of us. And in high school, it's navigating life through a tangled mess of physical, emotional, and mental changes. With all of those obstacles now behind us, our biggest fear is our impending futures. And we tend to circle back to fearing the detachment from our mothers as we head off to college and the rest of our lives await us. It's an interesting concept to think that most human beings live in fear, especially considering that it holds a heavily negative connotation. We're told from a young age to be brave, be confident, face our fears. Those teachings have flooded the idea of fear in a negative light, and I can honestly admit that I've been embarrassed to admit when I'm afraid. I've been embarrassed by the way my foot incessantly bounces up and down during an exam. So embarrassed that I fail to notice every other student in the classroom doing the exact same thing. I've been embarrassed to admit the way my stomach churns with thoughts of the future, failing to notice the fear in my peers' eyes when they're asked what they would like to do with the rest of their lives. Drowning fear in embarrassment and shame only leads to the creation of more fear. Life is terrifying. I'm terrified to go to college and start a career that may determine the course of the rest of my life. I'm terrified to leave the comforts of my home, to willingly eat dorm hall food and sleep in a lumpy twin-sized bed. Our parents are terrified to let their children go. They're terrified to watch their children walk out their front doors and become adults. And they're terrified of the questionable decisions that all of us will likely make over the next 4 years. It's unreasonable to deny the existence of fear in this transitional period of our lives. Fear lies heavily in our minds and demands our attention despite all of our attempts to ignore it. It's always going to sit in our stomachs and pound against our chests at important moments in our life. Denying its existence or feeling shame for being afraid won't accomplish anything. Despite the connotation attached to it, fear keeps us alive. It reminds us we have something left to live for and something left to lose. It might appear at inconvenient times and overshadow the more pleasant emotions, but it's a shared feeling. In fact, layered under all of the joy and pride heavy in the air of this room is fear. There is no shame in fearing what the future holds. We took a chance on this program with fear hot in our chests. We sat for IB exams with fear fluttering in our stomachs. And we sit here today, relieved and proud and overjoyed that we finally made it, and fear appears once more. Rather than dousing ourselves in fear, acknowledge everything it's done to get us here. Acknowledge that you're not alone and that all it takes is a glance to your left or to your right to find someone else harboring fear. From childhood to adulthood to parenthood and every step in between, we are all familiar with fear. Embrace everything that fear is proof of. Embrace everything that you've accomplished despite your fear. And embrace all of the fear that's left to be felt. The future is scary. Starting the rest of your life is scary. Watching your children go off to college is scary. But so is allowing fear to control us. We've made it this far, and I'm confident that every single graduate of the Jean L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies class of 2022 will make the absolute most out of it. Thank you to UCS and UAIS staff for providing an atmosphere full of love and acceptance and support. Thank you to all of the parents in this room for pushing us to be the best versions of ourselves and supporting us every step along the way. And thank you to my fellow classmates for providing me with valuable friendships and contributing to the formation of my education. Graduation is a momentous occasion, and I wouldn't want to be standing at any other podium with fear sitting at the tips of my fingers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ava, for that compelling address. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the valedictorians and salutatorians for the Jean L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies class of 2022. On our screen, you will see the names of our 69 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian and their future college plans. Students, please stand, face the crowd, and receive a well-earned round of applause to our valedictorians and salutatorians. Keep it coming. Keep the applause coming. There are more names on that screen. Give it up to these young ladies and young gentlemen for their amazing academic scholars. You may be seated. Congratulations to our valedictorians and salutatorian. Now we're moving on to our second commencement speaker, valedictorian Sophia Franz. Sophia will be attending the University of Tampa this fall. Please welcome to the stage our second commencement speaker, valedictorian Sophia Franz.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Monroe, the president of the Board of Education, Dr. Mary Thomas, the members of the Board of Education, as well as teachers, parents, families, and students for the honor of speaking to you this afternoon to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2022. Many of us believe that our lives will begin upon completion of education. But the truth is that our present actions are significant. Have you ever heard someone claim, when I finish school, when I start this job, as a precursor to living? My contention is that you are already amid your grand journey of life, and now, not later, is your pivotal time for action. We need not look to others to allow our journey to begin. our power emanates from within. As Louisa May Alcott boldly claimed, "I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship." Utilizing this insight as we transition to college, let us sail our ships as captain, masters of our own destiny. Fervent seas will not dissuade us, for it is the challenge of the voyage that beckons us forth. The mission is clear, our resolve intact. Reality unfolds, revealing to us that impactful contributions to society need not wait. 3 important facets: leadership, service, and knowledge. Expose this truth and lend itself to our quest. With gentle ripples of thought, spirited by winds of change, we can reflect on leadership. Rather than assume this skill will emerge after a milestone, it is already time to lead. Many of us have discovered valuable lessons at UAIS. Inspiration from our passionate teachers, who are both our allies and mentors, continually motivates us. We have learned that the leader role is one of great responsibility for others. United in school 5 arduous days a week, yet we still support each other. Win or lose together, persevere, that is an achievement. True success emanates from leading others to greatness. We need not wait for a title or acceptance to propagate our vision. The fearless class of 2022 overcomes turbulent seas while making an impact. Navigating the fjords early on, we must find our voice and start contributing to the betterment of society. Albeit, with the power of try, may we overcome. While the IB curriculum inherently pushes students towards collaboration, our class went a step beyond. This has never been a solitary journey. My peers and I realized our words have power. We have the power to uplift, power to unite, and power to propel our ideas into action. Moreover, we can be proud to be part of a high school that has prioritized service to others. For beyond the rigors of typical academics, there's another key element of education that we have received at UAIS: compassion for our fellow humans. This current is strong, this force that propels us onward and bolsters personal growth. We need only to courageously allow our innate skills to reveal themselves. Our dedication to serve the local community, even on a small scale today, is consequential. Life is a perpetual quest for knowledge, a continued endeavor to help each other. It will not begin or end when a degree is granted. Education is the connection that will further strengthen this path of collaboration. Just as tributaries become more powerful as they converge into a raging river, so too can we, melding our unique ideas and perspectives to expand their impact. Tomorrow, we may endeavor to develop sustainable cities, innovative medicine, or beneficial technology. But today, we can open the flow of discourse to prepare for forthcoming creations. We do not need to wait for our life to begin. The little things we do today result in a substantial impact for the future. Benevolence and effort compound over time. I envision education as an innovative vessel to share the voyage and extend the explorations. The class of 2022 will vow to be magnanimous and honorable citizens, proud to share the newfound knowledge with the world. Let us launch our grand adventures in unison as we aspire to strive for excellence. A life is fluid. Each day, we can make a difference. There is no better time than the present. Our moment is now.
Thank you, Sophia. Wonderful job with your speech as well. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert Monroe. Mr. Monroe has served our community for more than 20 years and is now in his second year as Superintendent of Schools. During that time, he has provided our school community with steady leadership and support during a time of great change and challenge. Please welcome to the podium Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Robert Monroe.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Green-Beebe, and good afternoon, faculty, friends and families, and the amazing Klida, Utica Academy for International Studies class of 2022. But before I begin, I want to recognize someone who has worked behind the scenes to make this event possible. We talked a lot this year about returning to important traditions to our schools, and none of these senior year experiences or this graduation could be possible without the work of your senior advisor, Mr. Justin Spear. Let's give Mr. Spear a nice round of applause. Graduates, over the next few hours, after all the diplomas have been awarded, the senior all-night party is complete, and we officially begin summer vacation. We will finish writing the final UCS chapter for you, the class of 2022. Written in that book will be chapter after chapter of tremendous successes. Nationally recognized music and art programs, students accepted at the best universities and colleges across the nation, and once again recognition as one of the state's most academically challenging high schools. Let's give them a nice round of applause for that. All of this is based on the performances of the collective group sitting here in front of me, those of you patiently waiting for me to finish so you can get your diplomas. We recognize and celebrate all of your successes today. But in addition to celebrating how your talents have positioned you for the future and how it has positioned you for success, the path will seldom be a straight line. And I think your student speakers, your fellow student speakers, did just a fantastic job outlining that. Your future will contain experiences that will define you, and it is important that you give yourself permission to fail. And I know that's a hard piece to your vocabulary, but you do need to give permission to yourself to fail. And here's what I mean by that. This is a time in your life when you should try new things, learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. It's a time of trial and error. Any teacher, parent, or loved one that's here in the audience can tell you it is okay not to know what you're doing 100% of the time. Those of you who respectfully messaged me about snow days often reminded me of that. In experiencing life's challenges, the most important thing is that you give it your all and you learn from your mistakes and grow from them. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." You have already shown the strength to continue in the most challenging of circumstances. And Ms. Green-Beebe outlined that, whatever the environment for education that you've been faced. You have already shown the strength to continue in the most challenging of circumstances. If there was a leaderboard in our schools for resiliency, the class of 2022 would have shattered every record. Challenges have never defined you, and considering the certainty of obstacles in your future, they should never freeze you in your tracks. For you already know that when confronted with these challenges, it will be a case of been there and done that. You also know that the people who allowed you to meet your struggles head on will be there to give you strength in your future. When your parents first registered you in Utica Community Schools, whether they thought the IB program was in your future, you received a lifetime contract. We not only represent your hometown and your roots, but we are also the individuals and relationships that will last with you a lifetime. Look around this arena. The people who surround you today will always be with you. Our experiences, both good and bad, make us who we are, and it is what you do with those experiences that will forge the path for your future. And based on where you have been, this road ahead is very bright indeed. Congratulations to the Gene L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies High School Class of 2022. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Board of Education President Dr. Mary Thomas. Dr. Thomas is in her 8th year on the Board of Education. She has 2 children in Utica Community Schools. Let's give a nice warm welcome to Dr. Mary Thomas.
Thank you, Mr. Monroe. Good afternoon, staff, families, and most importantly, the Gene L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies, class of 2022. I am so proud to be here to represent the Utica Community Schools Board of Education. As board members, we serve many roles in our community. We are elected representatives, community members, but most importantly, we are UCS parents. In these roles, it is our responsibility to set standards, guidelines, and parameters. As board members, we set policy for the school district and work with the superintendent to set high expectations for our schools. As parents, we set the boundaries that have guided your growth and helped you to develop the character, respect, and love. Within these boundaries that were established for you was also some flexibility that many of you tested. And at those times where you challenged the status quo, no matter what you saw on our face, deep down, we celebrated. We loved it. But the risks you took, the questions you asked, and the constant whys, to your face, we may have said something like, "Because I said so." But later, among ourselves, we gave out high fives because we knew you were learning. As history tells us, it is the individuals who have challenged the status quo or adopted different perspectives that have made this world a better place. Behind every great invention or movement was someone who looked at things and wondered if there wasn't a better way. Thomas Edison looked at the oil lamp and envisioned a light bulb. Steve Jobs looked at a CD player and envisioned an iPod. If you don't know what a CD player is, ask your parents. Gene L. Klida was a member of the Board of Education who looked at the International Baccalaureate Consortiums forming in this area and thought, why not create a UCS-only IB program so that we can expand this opportunity for our kids? And here we are. So, in the final words you will hear as a UCS student, we ask you to create a better future by looking at things differently. Every time you see something that doesn't quite look right, remember to do what you have always done. Ask the why and come up with a better way. If you do that, we will know as your school community and as your parents that we have done our job. That brings me to the next responsibility here this afternoon, to say the words that have been 13 years in the making. The principal and the faculty of the Gene L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies have recommended to the superintendent and the Board of Education that a Utica Community Schools high school diploma be conferred upon you. By the authority vested in your Board of Education by the state of Michigan, it is now time to announce the graduates, award the diplomas, and congratulate the UCS class of 2022 on a job well done. Let us proceed.
Valedictorian, Elizabeth Melissa Akzovsky, IB Full Diploma Candidate, Summa Cum Laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Alyssa Emmanuel Alpes, Magna Cum Laude, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Angelica Ann Alpus, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Precious Umua, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Muskan Aria, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Phoenix E. Battaglia, IB Full Diploma Candidate, cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Rose Mary Bednar, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Hannah Margaret Bernardi, IB Full Diploma Candidates, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Sadie Lane Blazek, IB Full Diploma Candidates, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Olivia R. Bowman, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Zoe Rose Brookbanks, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Priya Cheho, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Riddhi Chandanketi, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Maximilian Christian Hansel, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Chris Cherian, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Aubrey Grace Clark, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Maya N. Consiglio, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Ariane Kirsten DeCayo, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, John Thomas Dagg, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Haley R. Danielski, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Logan P. Deal, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Elsa Laurel Dupont, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Jackson S. Elbody, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, AP Scholar, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Alexandra Enders, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, AP Scholar, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Sophia Franz, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Daniela C. Gardner, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Caitlin Josephine Gildersleeve, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Ravleen Gill, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Caitlin Ha, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Charlotte Hall, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Cassandra Hassai, IB Full Diploma Candidates, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Samia Naveen Hassan, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Jack Anderson Haley, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Hannah Hughes, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Maria Rita Isho, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Megan Grace Hamias, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Christina G. Karache, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Angela Sujung Kim, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Aiden C. Laprise, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Tobias Alexander Layson, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Samantha C. Lisea, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Thomas Lay, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Caden John Livingston, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Caitlin M. Lapata, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Gamyang Alexander Lee, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Marvin Laith Mamu, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Christine Joby Mengalathat, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. David J. Miller, IB Full Diploma Candidate, magna cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Sean Eric Moss, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Samantha Navieu, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Jacob David Opperman, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Ava Noel Parsons, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Sonali Pawa, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Joseph Tyler Perez, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Michaela Michelle Petrosky, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Salutatorian Caitlin Jenna Pixley, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Olivia Poole, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Huda Rao, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Madison Nicole Sadich, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Rema Saeed, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Joshua Bennett Samuel, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian Fisher Slisler, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Ajane Marie Smith, IB Full Diploma Candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian Madeline Marie Smith, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Julie Seiler, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Dia Tatali, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Abigail Thomas, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Scarlett Rose Thomas, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Laura Tanawi, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Patrick George Tomei, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Lauren Del Tomaszewski, IB full diploma candidate, summa magna cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valeria Wad Tobia, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Nathan Tran, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Jadalina Tinkum Chung, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Aubrey Vandermas, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Alexis Vario, cum laude. Valedictorian, Anish Birdie, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Jasmine Renee Watford, IB full diploma candidate, magna cum laude, Seal of Global Language. Valedictorian, Peter J. Wathen, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Reese Riley Willing, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, IB full diploma candidate. Valedictorian, Samantha Gianna Wilson, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society. Valedictorian, Alec Yaldu, IB full diploma candidate, summa cum laude, Seal of Global Language, National Honor Society.
How about a round of applause for this graduating class of the Jean L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies, class of 2022. Seniors, your UAIS journey is almost done. You have completed the requirements for graduation, and you've all had your name called. We have one last thing to do, the tassel ceremony. Currently, your tassel sits on the right side of your cap, representing your journey through UAIS. Please take hold of your tassel in your right hand, which represents your freshman and sophomore years. You came to UAIS with dreams and aspirations and ready to take your rightful place to begin your journey to excellence. You met new friends, experienced new traditions. You became a part of the culture that is UAIS. Now move your tassel to the center of your cap. This movement symbolizes your junior year. You gained confidence, shared in victories and challenges, and you supported each other. You officially entered the diploma program and were met with new challenges, more demands. CAS and extended essays would become daunting tasks that would become rewarding experiences in the end. Finally, move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This represents your senior and final year. As seniors, we ask you to be leaders individually and collectively. You completed your requirements. You worked hard to get to this point today, and you made your college decisions along the way. As we complete the move of the tassel, so ends your 13-year journey and your time as a student at the Jean L. Klida Utica Academy for International Studies. Seniors, or graduates, I should say, I challenge you to never forget what you have learned, to never forget and cherish forever the memories that you will take with you. Regardless of where your journey's next steps take you, always remember, you were and always will be a phoenix. You're done. Congratulations, class of 2022. Graduates, please stand and begin the recessional out of the arena. Parents, remain seated until our graduates have exited. You may meet your new GLK UAIS alumni in the parking lot. Mrs. Hofer, strike up the band.